Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. In the previous batch of episodes we made sure that we had a ton of energy that we are on the moment not using. So now we're going to make a machine that actually uses this power, and I am thinking of building a digital miner from Mechanism. This is one of the many mining machines that you can choose from in this mod pack. But I really like this one because you can configure what it mines and what not. So it doesn't mine all the cobblestone in the world, because quite frankly we have more than enough of that stuff. But just mines all the ores or specific types of ores or anything we want. But for that we need to dive a little bit into Mechanism and make a couple of machines that we can use to make certain items, like basic control circuits. So the first machine we're going to build is a metallurgic infuser. Okay, metal. Okay, screw this, we're just going to search on Mechanism and go find the infuser in here, and it should be that one. It is quite simple, just needing some iron, some redstone, and osmium ingot, and some furnaces. Should have plenty of resources for that. Iron, redstone is all in block form, but that's solved easily enough, and some osmium. Yeah, that should be everything we need. 2 furnaces, and then we should just be able to make this metallurgic infuser. Well, we just plop it down the line here, immediately absorbing some RF to fill it up. Shouldn't have to worry about power. This battery contains enough of it. Now my only problem with these machines is that in their standard form they are ridiculously slow actually. So we're going to upgrade them with both speed and energy upgrades. We should be able to find those in this tab here. The speed upgrade requires enriched alloy, which is iron and redstone, some glass and some osmium dust. So we need to pulverize the osmium again, and this requires pulverized gold. So first I'm going to get my hands on a full stack. Oh, that should be more than enough. We're going to need those enriched alloys, a lot of them. We need a lot of them. We need probably more than this stack we're making in a moment, but let's pulverize 32 of those. And 32 of these. And then we want some glass. That should be enough of that stuff. Speed upgrades. Every upgrade we place in there makes the machine quicker. But makes it use more energy. So oh, we didn't shift left click on it. Machine can only take 8 of these upgrades, so we're nearly there already. Oh, that's speed upgrade of energy upgrade. More interested in speed first, and then we can add more energy upgrades. The moment its speed is maximum. contain 5 more, so that should be this machine going as fast as it can possibly go, going 10 times as fast, so the arrow is moving quite a bit faster now. It just takes 2 KRF a tick now, so we're going to reduce that energy cost by a nice margin by inserting these speed upgrades of these energy upgrades. So that should reduce the energy by 10 times 2, so it just uses 200 RF per tick. So all the gold been processed down here. Good. Around 7 more for the next machine. Oh. And then we need to process, well, at least I'm going to let process another stack of iron into enriched alloys, because we're bound to need more of those guys. Well, back to the digital miner. We need a basic circuit board, which is osmium and redstone. Easy enough. Atomic alloys, which requires reinforced alloys. Can we do this with dust? It requires the dust. Well, we're going to build an enrichment chamber next. Oh. Where is the enrichment chamber? Enrichment chamber, which is a steel casing, some basic control boards, iron and redstone. Now we're going to need quite a few of these, so let's put a couple of them together. And a steel casing, which is osmium surrounded by steel. Oh, this is the Ancient Warfare one. Well, I know we can make steel from mechanisms requiring steel dusts, which you can make by enriching iron with more coal. And enriched iron we get by putting iron and coal together. So I am just going to take a stack of iron and 2 stacks of coal. We have plenty of coal, so that shouldn't be a problem. Can put some of this redstone back in here. Iron in there, coal in there. Makes us some enriched iron. Let's put the rest of the coal in there already. In the meantime, we can make another set of upgrades. I really like having these machines running as fast as I can possibly get them, so and we're going to need these upgrades for the miner too, because that machine also takes those upgrades in order to speed them up. And even with all these upgrades, it still takes a while to process entire stacks, but it's a lot quicker than it used to be. Do we need anything else for the metallurgic infuser? Of the enrichment chamber, I mean? No. We have everything as soon as this is done processing. You just need to smelt it. So. You can already make just osmium surrounded by steel. And the enrichment chamber. Oh, I put away all my redstone. More redstone. Oh, that's the compressor. We don't need that yet. The enrichment chamber, which I'm going to put right here. Going to give it some upgrades. With this we can be a little bit more efficient with our stuff we can put in here by using the compressed versions. Is it done upgrading already? Then we can add another stack of these guys. Great. It's done making the steel, so let's make steel ingots of it so we can actually use them. Because step 1 for the digital mine, because we atomic cores, we need these reinforced alloys to turn into atomic alloys, and for that we need enriched alloys with diamonds or compressed diamond. We're just going to compress a diamond then. That's one compressed diamond. This counts as 10 diamonds, so that is really useful. And then I made a small mistake of using all the alloys in creating of stuff. So I'm just going to dump the iron out of there, of the alloy out of there. Probably 10. So we're going to have to use another diamond in the compression chamber or in the enrichment chamber. It's not like we have an entire shortage of them, so that's reinforced alloys. And then we need to make them into atomic alloys, which requires compressed obsidian, which you can make with enriched obsidian in the refinery, which requires pulverized obsidian or some kind of obsidian dust with diamonds. So step 1, enrich another diamond. Step 2, where did I leave my obsidian? Wash some obsidian. Well, let's see how much refined obsidian we get from this. Quite a bit. Let's compress this, shall we? So we have the most efficient way of getting these atomic alloys. If you have a couple of these spares, it doesn't really matter because we can always build more digital miners with them or some other machines using those things. Well, teleportation course requires these atomic alloys, some lapis, some gold and some diamonds. In total we need 2 of them. We need lapis. Oh. Yeah, that's 2 of those. We can use this lower crafting bench as the one where we are slowly assembling the digital miner, and this one we're going to use for crafting in between. A steel casing, we can also make that already the moment I get my steel from this chest. Because that's just some osmium surrounded by steel. Oh, down there. 2 atomic alloys on top. Well, we're nearly there. two logistical sorters, which requires some basic circuit boards, pistons, and some iron. And this one is again osmium with. We're just going to enrich some redstone so we can do this more efficiently. Get some more circuit boards. After this, get it making some more alloys, because likely we're going to need that. We need some pistons. The only requirement that we don't have on board is some wood. That should be plenty. Oh, that's the wrong one. We need 2 pistons in total. So we can make 2 logistical sorters. Put those on the sides, and then we need to make a robot, which requires a bit more work. Well, we have an atomic alloy, a steel ingot. We also have access to energy tablets, requires enriched alloys, some gold, and some redstone. We need more gold. Oh, gold is in the lower chest. Oh no, enriched alloy is still in here. And we need 2 of these. No point in making more of them. Oh, we already made that. So we have that, electrical chests, 2 chests, some glass, more steel, and a basic circuit. Do we have glass? Yes, we have. So 2 chests. We just need 2 more pieces of wood, 2 more logs to be able to make that. That's the electrical chest. Now we have practically everything for the robot except the refined obsidian ingot, which requires an osmium compressor. So that's the next machine we have to build from mechanism. The osmium compressor, which requires some advanced control boards, some enriched alloys, some buckets, a steel casing. So we can make just about everything from that just out of hand. Some steel. And 2 buckets. But it needs these advanced control circuits, which is a basic control circuit surrounded by 2 enriched alloys, which you should be able to make relatively easily. We need 2 of these. And now we don't have enough enriched alloy to make the actual machine. So we have to enrich some more iron. That should be enough. The osmium compressor. That's the osmium compressor. For now I'm going to place it here. Going to toss in some upgrades. Now the osmium compressor requires a little bit of osmium to run in here, and then we need to make refined obsidian, which requires refined obsidian dusts, which we know how to make. So we're going to compress another diamond, of enrich another diamond, to purify some more obsidian. How far is it with the speed upgrades? Okay, then it can take the last of the speed of the energy upgrades. Thank you. Oh, we already had a lot of refined obsidian. It takes slightly more than an ingot for each operation. And I don't mind it using a little bit of osmium because we have plenty of that stuff. But with that we should be able to make wobits. Oh, because, yeah, these energy tablets have damage values, you can't shift right click them in. Steel ingot and an atomic alloy. That's wobit. And wobit in here makes a digital miner. And this machine is really fucking awesome. At least I find it pretty fucking awesome. I'm just going to put it here for the moment. The moment it's off, it's not receiving any power or anything. But I'm just going to stash my excess stuff in here for the moment. Most of the machine parts in here. Oh, we need those upgrades. The box can go in here. So the first thing I'm going to let it do is throw in some more upgrades, because also it mines at a ridiculously slow speed, but with upgrades it goes really fucking awesome fast. We're going to need a chest for the back of it on the moment. Which I'm going to immediately upgrade to a gold one, or to a diamond one. Because it can contain, eventually will come to contain quite a few of items, because on the moment we don't have an AE system or anything yet to take care of that. And I wanted to mine everything. Well, not everything. So step 1. Oh, speed upgrades are in there. Then we just need to apply the energy upgrades. Well, else this machine is really going to take a lot of energy. Out the back you see this massive hole here. This is where you can place a chest for its auto outputs function. Which I want to silk torch. And I can't see what is happening over there because stuff is in the way. Auto eject I want on. And I'm going to eat this piece of toast. Then everything should just be about ready, except it needs power. But we have some energy energy conduits here that can do just that. So now it's full on power. It's not the most beautiful way of building it on the moment. I will probably try cleaning it up pretty soon, but for now it's more than enough. But we now have to configure this thing with filters and the radius in which you want it to mine. So I'm just going to put some ridiculous radius in here. 64 blocks. It only can take 32 to... it can go from... I want it to go a little bit higher. Just to be sure that we find all the ores. And now we have to create some filters. Well, I want it to mine all the ores, so we just put ore and a little bit of the star symbol behind it as a wildcard, so it should mine all the ores it can find. If you use this mod pack, or in many mod packs these days, you have this mod that provides dense ores in it, but with ore asterisk it doesn't mine dense ores, so we're going to put dense wildcards in there, so it mines the wild of the dense ores too. And because we are mining with silk mode on, I do this so this chest here won't overflow with, well, a redstone dust and all that kind of stuff. It's using 5.78k RF per tick, so 5.7 RF per tick, which is, we can't provide that entirely if I'm correct, but let's start running it. Found well, 16,000 items to mine. And slowly being spit out into this chest. And all these ores we can just put them, well, in a machine, get them processed. Because for silk touching, we get all the silk touched ores that normally would be in crystal form. Oh, yeah, we already went through the entire energy, so it's already turning off. When below the mark we set with the energy monitor. Oh no, we're actually producing more energy than this thing is using, so we're fine. If we start processing ores, however, it will be another story entirely. That is something I will do, well, outside of the episodes. Another reason, by the way, to do this in silk touch mode is so you don't have an entire, well, barrels and barrels full of silver, for example. Another advantage is because we have fortune on just about every one of our mining tools, we can fortune these guys instead of having to rely on the slightly less efficient way of doing it, which is making this machine break it. And there's the redstone ore already. So that's the way I'm gathering ores in the moment. In general, in the moment mechanism is in the pack. I will use digital miners anyway, because the way you I configure these things, or just about everybody configures these things, means that it won't dig up everything and just leaves the dirt and cobblestone around, so you don't destroy the entire landscape. Well, I think I will wrap up this episode here. So, once again, this was Kamdis. Hope to see you guys next time. Till then, happy gaming.